cracking, everybody? This is Sonny.
Yo, and this is Trey.
And this is your friendly neighborly Chicano, Marcos from P.O.D.
I like that.
And guess what? We are here at Welcome to Rockville, hanging with our homies, the Rock Brothers podcast. What's up, rockers? We are here at Welcome to Rockville 2025 with the legendary P.O.D. What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's going on? We are here chilling at day 3 at Welcome to Rockville. Thank you for giving us some time.
Yeah, man.
Right off the bat, you guys are performing today. How does Welcome to Rockville compare to a few of the other festivals and stuff that you guys have been around the country? Because, you know,
It's
you
hot.
guys have done it all.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's
Summer
hot.
festivals are hot, yeah.
It's hot. And it's hot.
Yeah.
But you know what? DWP, he knows how to throw down
Yeah,
and
big
get these
time,
festivals,
yeah.
because we play a lot of his festivals. They're located in different cities, but they all kind of have the good, same vibration going on.
Great bands, you know.
The crowd's amazing.
Crowd's great.
It's just everybody's coming here to have a good time, rock and roll, fight through the heat, and just rock and roll with the best of them.
Definitely, that's one thing that we've heard from Danny Wimmer Productions is that they keep that same type of chill vibe all around the different festivals. But here in Florida, you know, we're in Daytona. May, it's not even summer. The heat, it's its own personality. So,
You guys are used to it.
Yeah.
No, it
are
feels
you guys
good,
used
man.
to it? Because I don't know, man.
Not quite yet. I'm originally from New York. I've been down here already 20 years, and it's still a little hard to get
man.
used to it. You know,
I-
you go from hot to.
I like it here. I like when the sun's out.
Sonny's a
You know,
lizard.
sun.
That's why.
I like it when the sun's out. We just came from the cold on tour, so it's nice when the sun's out.
It is.
Nice.
Trying to get some
Nice.
sunshine.
So I just want to take a geek out moment here and say that you guys, for me personally, are a pillar of the West Coast sound. You know, up there with the Dre's, the Ice Cubes, the Rage,
That's
those
what's up.
guys. You think about West Coast, you know, you're one of the names that come up. So big props to you guys.
Thank you,
for
man.
all
Thank you,
that
man.
and stuff.
We'll take that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to kind of talk about also some of the collabs that you've had. You've got, you know, you guys have been in soundtracks. You know, you've done some really cool collaborations and stuff. One in particular, because we try to bridge the world between Latin America, rock, and the quality of metal that's down there in South America, Central, Spain as well. To bridge it to the American crowds and stuff like that, and vice versa. So you guys recently did in your 2024 release with Andres Jimenez of Animal. You guys did something. You can tell us a little bit about that.
I think all the way back 2013, I think it was our first time ever going down to South America. And we ended up doing a show in Argentina, and Andres played that show with us, with Animal, and we became friends ever since. And we always talked about collaborating or touring together, which we haven't toured together yet. And this opportunity came where this idea came up. We're like, yo, we want to do this song, but let's get the chorus in Spanish. And instantly, me and Sonny and us were like, I think I know a guy. And we ended up pitching him the song, but he had already heard our record because he's a fan of the band, and he just understands the vibration that we put forth, and he understands what we do as a band. He instantly was like, that's like one of my favorite songs. I'll definitely do it. Yeah. So then he was like, I go, well, do the translation, because I'm gonna give you the Spanglish version. and so he ended up
the proper version.
He ended up doing an awesome translation of it, and it actually fit. The words fit the whole chorus, the melody, and it was perfect. So that's how that kind of came to, and he's super stoked on it. He's constantly posting about it still to this day.
That's awesome, and that's real cool to hear, like, because not everything translates literally properly, especially when we're talking about art and stuff. So the fact that he was able to catch that same vibe that you guys were getting, and he took it and you guys ran with it. It was a great collab. One of my personal favorites, because I want to ask you also a live collaboration that you guys have done on stage. But one of my personal favorite ones, I'm an old school Hammenegger fan of wrestling. When you guys did Wrestlemania 22 live to Rey Mysterio opening up, that was freaking awesome.
That was a dream come true, being there at Wrestlemania in Chicago. But Ray's just, he's from the same neighborhood we are, you know, a couple years.
Wow, actually from the same neighborhood, because I knew you guys were hometown.
Yeah.
Did
you guys go to school together?
Yeah. He's a couple years younger, but so we've always been homies and stuff. He was doing his thing down in Mexico. We were in a band, you know, and we kind of just had our own, successes, and then obviously we're San Diego 619 to the bone, and so we teamed up when he needed a rock version. They already had the hip hop intro with Mad One, but they wanted a rock version of it, and so of course he's gonna come to us, and it was an honor to do it. And whoever knew we were gonna be able to play WrestleMania,
Yeah.
But it's so awesome because your guys' songs, rock in general lends itself to that kind of, I mean, Here Comes the Boom. How many movies has that been in? How many locker rooms?
I mean, dude, they made a
We're
movie
lucky
about
they
it.
made a
We're
movie
tripping
about
on
it.
that. We're like,
I mean, if you guys
Kevin
got
James
royalties,
film.
if you guys were to get royalties from like the teams and stuff, playing it in the locker rooms, man, that would be
I get
crazy.
it all the time.
Well, you still hear it on commercials. You still hear it like just watching football games, any type of sports, and you'll hear it in the background. So,
And coming from again the old school, seeing that the mainstream is picking up rap, it's picking up rock and stuff like that, and using it for to sell products and to get people hyped up and stuff is pretty cool to see. Because there was a day that it wasn't like that. Anything labeled rock.
welcome
was
to the
gonna
POD world.
Yeah.
When we started, man, it wasn't like everybody opened their arms and welcomed us in.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of taboo when it comes to POD. There's the spirituals angle, then there's the rap angle. It wasn't very welcome.
ethnic angle,
Angle,
Yep.
like the ethnic angle, the reggae. Like, we like to mix it up. And a lot of people that listen to metal or rock have tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And it's just throughout the years, we just stay consistent doing us. But we come, like we've been saying in other interviews today, we come from an era where everybody sounded different.
Yep.
Right now, a lot of bands sound alike.
Yeah.
When we grew up, it was like Rage, Body Count, Chili Peppers. These
No
are all
doubt,
bands.
freaking, yep.
Just those three alone. Nirvana, Pearl Jam. They all sound different, and they all have their own unique sound. I can
from
honestly
the
say,
same era, basically.
Yeah.
but dude, and
But you
the
know
thing
when
about
something-
POD, I don't care whether you love us or hate us. When you hear us, you know who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that right there is a blessing in
Because
itself.
we're
Yeah, it
just
is.
true to ourselves. I mean, that's
true to
all we know
ourselves.
how
We're
to
not
be,
chasing the carrot.
Yep.
At one point, some people try to get us to do that. And we're like, dude, we're just POD.
Yeah.
That
Take it-
definitely
take
says
it or
a lot
leave it,
because you guys, just looking the way you do, will raise eyebrows and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's awesome that you guys stay true to yourselves. It definitely comes out through
Thank
the
you,
sound.
man.
It's been steady throughout with the collaborations and the different, like you touched on with the reggae and stuff like that. I'm like Tracy Morgan. I like layers in my bands. I like a lot of sounds. I like layers.
You know what's crazy is when we got
Layers.
signed to Atlantic, back then it wasn't even a thing for rock bands to be adding features. But, we're hip hop fans, so we were like, hey, man, why don't we have, HR from Bad Brains or Ika Mouse or,
Legends.
whoever. And the label at the time was like, what are you guys doing? You're a rock band. And we were like, exactly. This is what we think is cool and this is what we like. And look, now everyone's doing features
That's a
and
great
collabs.
thing that you guys brought into it. Yeah.
On top of that too, man, it's like just to add to what Marcos is saying, but like all of us come from different backgrounds too, man, musically.
Yeah.
So a lot of rock bands or metal bands get together and everybody in the band listens to just metal. We didn't. So I think that adds to our uniqueness.
Yeah,
as a
we
band
love
too.
all. We
all love
appreciate
South
and
music.
respect so many different genres.
I never
and-
played metal until I got with these guys.
Yeah.
Or
He's
rock.
a jazz and
That's
funk
awesome.
funk guy.
I'm a
and-
jazz funk bass player. I never
But
played.
all those elements come through in so many different songs and the albums. You guys, go back, but you guys keep changing.
Yeah.
You evolve again, staying true to the original sound and feel of that.
The
cool
evolution
vibe.
is organic.
Yes.
It's not contrived.
Right.
Yeah.
And we always hear bands that we're like, oh, you need to check us out, man. We do this. And we listen and we're like, I get you're trying to do that. I get it. But it doesn't sound fresh. It doesn't sound organic. And I'm not a music snob because we're all about vibes and how it feels when you hear something. Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
And when it's organic, I think people are just drawn to it.
Yep.
And some people don't get it
Some people
sometimes.
don't
They're
get
like,
it,
what is this? And you're like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
That's
But also,
awesome.
most of the world likes McDonald's, and I hate McDonald's. I hate McDonald's. I don't eat at McDonald's.
But you can't, there's
I like
people
a
that
nice
do
steak
like
burger.
like a
Yeah,
steak
well,
burger,
the majority of the people do.
Right.
I like a Cuban
So-
sandwich every now and then. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you can say
no
that
doubt.
the majority of the
no,
world,
no snobs here. Just so you know.
Absolutely.
they have no taste.
I've seen Sonny have
They
a
have
few.
no taste.
I've seen
No
Sonny
taste,
have a
no
few
taste,
nuggets.
there's
All
no
right.
taste.
I've snuck.
He's snuck in a few French fries and
In
nuggets.
Europe, I
I've seen
snuck
him.
in a couple cheeseburgers. All right, I went to McDonald's. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, guys, thank you so much. This has been so cool. Looking forward to your performance later today.
Thanks, man.
And
Hermanos, hermanos.
awesome. This is the legendary P.O.D. And welcome to Rockville 2025 with the Rock Brothers.
Hey, thanks for having us,
Thanks,
man.
Thanks for having us, man.
What's cracking, everybody? This is Sonny.
Yo, and this is Trey.
And this is your friendly, neighborly Chicano, Marcos from P.O.D.
I like that.
And guess what? We are here at Welcome to Rockville, hanging with our homies, the Rock
hermanos.
Brothers podcast.